Welcome to video tutorial part 1 in our Making Climate Change Connections assignment. Our learning target for this assignment is to identify and describe major impacts of climate change from different environments and then explore how these impacts are connected. We're going to be doing so by listening and reading eyewitness accounts. And so your goal is to pick 3 sets of eyewitness accounts from this list, and then watch the video, watch the videos, the 3 videos, and then fill out this graphic organizer as you do. Each eyewitness account takes place in different regions around the world, and so those different regions are listed here: tundra and forest, rice field and coast, forest and orchard, farmland and glacial lake, grasslands and ice cap, glacial lake and river, island and mountain. And so if any of these interest you, I would suggest picking one of those. You're going to have to choose 3 for a total of 6 eyewitness accounts. So for example, if I choose island and mountain, that will take me to a YouTube link. I would suggest moving this video into a smaller window. I can do that by hitting the window right arrow key and then pulling out my other document so I have a side-by-side view so I can read and answer on my assignment at the same time. So I need to first list down where this account is located. This first happens to be in Pohnpei, so I would write down Pohnpei, and then I see here that it says it is in the Federated States of Micronesia, which is a Pacific Island nation. I would also write that down in my location box, as well as describe the environment. It's an island with villages on the coast, and most of it is barely above sea level. As this is read through, I also want to keep track of what species of animals or plants are mentioned in the eyewitness account, as well as how, and this is very important, how these have been affected by climate change. So I'll keep track of that information here. Are humans mentioned in the eyewitness accounts? If they are, how are their activities affected by climate change? Make sure that you don't just list species or don't just list humans. You actually write about the effects that they're undergoing. And finally, if there's anyone in the eyewitness account, say Ben Namakan, who is doing anything to reduce the impacts of climate change, you'll want to write that down here. For example, he goes and talks to the UN to talk about climate change in his country. Very important, I just want to reiterate, to put a detailed description of where your account is located. This will be very important in video tutorial number 2.